Hi guys, Jim Rat, cheeky chap here, another video. Lovely day today, nice weather. I'm making this video because as a PT I come across a lot of negativity, a lot of doom and gloom, the sky's falling kind of mentality, mindset. And a lot of people come and tell me, like, how can I deal with this? I'm full of fear, I'm full of anxiety, I'm full of worry. And how do you deal with this and you don't seem to be stressed? Or I'll say that the most important thing now is to really clear your mind and try and higher your vibrational frequency, which is your thoughts, your feelings. And the way to do that is by really every day taking action, really like self-developing yourself, acquiring more knowledge, acquiring new skills. The more you know, the more you know that you don't know, sort of thing. So it's very important to keep staying very positive, staying optimistic, having faith. Some things in life, unfortunately, you have to leave to outside forces, whether it's the universe or your creator, and you just have to sometimes let go, or as they say, let go or get dragged. Because if you keep thinking about the future, they say if you live in the past, you'll be depressed. If you live in the future, you'll always have anxiety and fear. It's only if you really live in the present, and that's something that I'm really learning now, is really all the stuff when they tell you about living in the present moment and all this, and they sitting there like all this. I'm not saying you're going to be doing that, but it's really just trying to enjoy wherever you are. You have to be able to reach a mindset where you're sitting in Copacabana Beach, or you're sitting in your house, or you're in your job. Is try to experience every moment, because life is short and we're not here to, like, a lot of things we've been told about life, and you have to work your ass off and you're grinding and all this stuff. Yeah, it's just not, it's not really true. Okay, this obsession about you every day get up and grind, and no, like, I used to think that, and it's not about that. It's like you're not a human having a spiritual experience, you're a spirit having a human experience. And life is a journey, and you make what you want of it. Like, I was reading a book, and it said no one on their deathbed, if you were to reach that age, is ever going to say, oh, I wish I spent more time in the office, or I wish I spent more time, like grinding and working. No, people are going to think of the happy memories they have. Just like, for instance, me today coming out and just walking in nature, just very simple things like that. It makes all the difference. It's just really small changes, small tweaks in your life, and the outcome is really exponential. So you have to get to a limit where it's very materialistic. So the more, as they say, more money, more problems. The more possessions you have, the more problems you have. If you have, like, for example, like loads of clothes, you get to a point where, like, you never really wear that stuff, because when you come to look for something in the cupboard, you can't even find it. You don't know what to wear. Oh, what shall I? So everything really, having more of something really complicates everything. So it's really about just like living simple, just being happy with the small things. And if you decide to be happy, you will be happy. It's just a lot of people tell themselves stuff that they don't really. Oh, I want this car, or I want this watch, and once you have it, you realize that you didn't really want it, and then it's on to the next thing. It's like a chain that's just, it's a never-ending. The demands are just never-ending. You enough is never enough. You achieve one thing, and it's on to the next, and then where does it stop? And then before you know it, life's passed you by, the years are running on, and it's just, you've been chasing the wrong goal. For me personally, I live a simple life. I don't need like loads of money to do good things. You can still be smart and get value for money if you're just smart with how you're spending. A lot of people, they get a lot of money and then they can't hold on to it. I think there's like a universal law for that, where you just can't manage your property or your assets. You just, the money, where did I spend all that money? You just spent it on things that weren't really necessary, things that you didn't really need. So it's all just about embracing life, just be happy. There's a quote, Marcus Aurelius, I think, was saying that, think of all the possessions that you have now. If you didn't have those possessions, think of that, how upset you would be. Like if, for example, you went out, you lost your phone or you lost your wallet, how upset you would be. So think of the things you already have. It's really just, a lot of things is just really in the mindset, is how you see things. The way you, what they say, the way you change the way you see things, and the things you see change, and that's very, very true. If you see things as in doom and gloom, you lower your vibrational frequency. If you see things as, I'm going to accept it, I'm going to get on with this, I'm really going to knuckle down and crack on, this is not a problem, this I'm unhinged, it's not really phasing me, then you'll find that. And these things, by the way, take a little bit of training. Like someone the other day once was telling me, like when her partner or something was aggravating or annoying her, but how do you stay calm? And these things take training. It takes training. It practicing it, You just don't let it get to you, because they say no one has the right to make you feel a certain way. No one has that right. When you say, he ruined my life, he did. No one ruined your life, You ruined your own life, by letting it get to you, by letting that negative energy penetrate your sort of, they talk about electromagnetic field and aura and all these things. And life really is about frequency and vibrations. Everything, every atom, every molecule, everything in the world, is trees, these birds, everything, even us human beings, we're sending out it's law of vibration. We're sending out a vibrational frequency, and that's why it's not just about your thought process, it's about your actions as well. You have to raise your vibrational frequency, and then these things like fear, anxiety, all these small things that most of the people are stuck living in, that consciousness, that frequency, it starts to elevate. You don't start to think that like in that manner. You start to become happy, optimistic. You're grateful. You're grateful for what you have, and act like you have the thing that you have. Don't keep thinking in terms of, I haven't got it, I need this, I want that, I'm not going to be happy until I get that, because you're always just going to live your life in a state where you're just waiting. You're just constantly waiting for something. It's waiting. Everyone's always waiting for something. Stop waiting, start living. It's very, a lot of people are going through a lot of tough times now, especially here in the UK. We have a cost of living, things aren't great, and a lot of people are suffering. But that doesn't mean that you have to suffer in that way. You don't have to suffer in that way. It's small things in your life, start as a personal trainer, start exercising, get that stress out. Stress gets into the body, it stays in the body. Having a tough set, going out for a good run, a swim, anything, an aerobic activity gets that stress out, releases that negative energy. It leaves the body. That's why a lot of people, they say low back pain is associated with this maybe fear or something. I can't remember exactly. If you have neck pain, it means you've been worrying, or they say these things for a reason, because it's true. The stress gets into the body. You feel the stress, it's emotional, feelings, and it doesn't leave the body. That's why physical activity is one of the well-being, one of the components of well-being. It starts with physical, and then it's mental, and then it's spiritual, and then it's social. You tick the box on every one of those ones. You have total fitness, where it's strength and good aerobic capacity. Your mental health starts to change. I always tell people go in the gym, the glass half empty mentality. You come out glass half full mentality. You come in with problems. You've trained hard. And I mean, you go train hard, like push yourself and see how you feel. You feel alive, and you come out with that feeling of achievement. And you know what? I've got solutions now to my problems. You're no longer that person that's sitting there just pointing the finger. He did this to me, they did this. No one did anything to you. And even if they did do something to you, you start to spiritually grow, where that stuff doesn't get to you anymore. It doesn't affect you. You're still on your goal, your mission. I'm not going to let someone ruin my day. These people are not worth it. Because they're not. Anyone that's coming to bully you or start a fight, he's got negative energy in them. He's got frustration in them. They have frustration. They're frustrated. The only way that they can get it out is, unfortunately, some people who do that, they get it out on other people. It's just a temporary, if that even. I don't even know if it provides temporary relief, but it's just a way for someone to vent, as they say, and it's destructive for everyone around. So just keep working on yourself, keep bettering yourself as a person, doing the right thing, even if it's when you go to the gym and it's painful and there's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of commitment, you're doing the right thing. And as you start to do that, it becomes a part of your life. For me, do you think there's a day that's going to come where I'm not going to go for a run or go to the gym, or because I've got the results, I can see the results and how it makes me feel, so I have that motivation. In the beginning, it's very hard to find those results, to find that motivation to keep carrying on. If I kept doing something day in, day out, and I saw no change, I'm going to quit too. I'm going to leave the gym, But the hardest step is the first step. Once you take that first step and you take another, they say 1,000 miles begins with one step. So it's just a quick message today, guys. I can really talk about this for very long, and I'll make other videos about this, because it's just so much to cover in this on what's going on now. I mean, I get it in my own life. I get it. I get people that when you start to improve yourself and become a better person, people don't like that. People around you don't like that. If you're in your job, people start, cheeky chap said this or that, or he's backbiting, talking about you. It's happened to me. It does happen to people, because they know that they can never be like you, and that you're making a serious change. And people start to see that when you start to go to the gym and then you go to work. Your colleagues, they see that. Wow, man, like. Where's the new, or where's the old Jack? Like, this is a new Jack, you get comments like that, One of my clients said to me that the people, when they started to lose a lot of weight, people started to try and give her like junk food, and you're losing too much weight, you don't look well, have you called your GP, have you seen a doctor? And it's just bitterness and negativity and hate, because they know that they can never lose that weight. They can't do that. So the only thing they can do is bring you down. And that's why I'm talking about this subject. Is when you start to want to make a serious change, you'll start to see everyone around you turning on you. People do turn on you. So I'm gonna carry on with my walking in nature, seeing all this kind of stuff. It really does help with the spiritual aspect of well-being, the mental aspect of well-being. When you come out in nature and see this, it releases chemicals and hormones in your brain and your body, and and you start to feel a lot better. So always have to find time to unwind, find time to get out and about, and just with yourself, thinking of your thoughts. Think about what you're thinking about. All your thoughts is releasing frequency. They can measure a thought, it's releasing frequency, you know. And as they say, the universal law of correspondence is you're a mirror. You're a mirror. What you're projecting out is coming back. If you feel that you're always going to be in lack and I'm in worry and how am I going to afford the bills and how am I going to feed my family and all this stuff, yeah, you will always struggle. Your creator is there. He's taking care. If he is what you think of. If you think of your creator as he can't sustain you, he can't give you, you know, then you won't get what you want. The universe won't give you what you want. You know, all this law of attraction everyone's talking about. The law of attraction, sitting there, trying to manifest. No, it doesn't work like that. If, for example, someone's demanding love, I want to find a partner that loves her, but you're not giving love out, then what are you doing? You're tricking yourself. You know, you can't just say, I can't find a partner, I can't find a lady, I can't find a bloke. If you're not giving love to other people and treating people nicely, that law of attraction isn't gonna work. You have to take action. Every day you have to be doing something, you know, bettering yourself. If you're not evolving, they say, if you're not evolving every day, you're just staying stagnant. You're on a journey. Life, you're just a short time here on earth. It's a journey. Every day you're doing something to better yourself. Every day, it's important to start reading books, learning things. You know, as a PT, I'm always reading articles from other physiologists and experts, and I'm always trying to better myself. And that's why I'm a good PT, because people can see it. This guy, he knows what he's talking about. It's not enough just to get a certificate or study something in university or something. I'm the man. No, you can always still learn something new and improve. And now I'm reading a lot into psychology. People now have a lot of problems, you know, and it's making people miserable, you know. And I try to help people as much as I can. You know, I'm providing value to people. People are paying me money. I'm trying to provide them value, and that's why people want to train with me and people want to stick with me. You know, so I hope everyone gets to see this and get value from this video. And I'm trying to make more videos like this. I'm trying to make a channel where I can get more subscribers. People can listen to something valuable and learn something, you know. So if you like this video, like it, try and share it, try and spread the awareness. I'll make more videos like this. But for now, have a lovely day wherever you are. Peace out.